This mission is a jewel in a not good way. Now, one of the first things I do here is try to see if there's an obvious Mothra spot. I did not see one. And you'll notice that the vast majority of your shit is on this island in the middle. That's wonderful. Take into account the fact that when they call this mission surprise attack, they mean it. You have dick in this mission. You have shit. You have the potential to build the super plane and a Super X. Super X. They also have a mazer and a freezer. So that sounds all wonderful, doesn't it? But you don't have any cannon fodder. So you cannot fuck up very much in this mission. And a lot of the cannon fodder that you do get, by the way, comes from a comparatively long-ass distance. This is a hair-raising mission. See, the previous ones I've been saying, yeah, straightforward, for the most part, these shouldn't be too big a deal. This one's a huge deal. You can easily get fucked up depending on what the monsters in this decide to do. Your primary objective is to protect the facility that builds the parts. After that, it's the place that builds the plane, the super plane. And then after that, it's defending your bases, in general. The one on the far side will never be threatened, at least in my experience it never is. Don't bother, well, let me rephrase that. I didn't find Mothra here, and I took a chance and went looking for her because, well, the radar car isn't necessary for a while. But keep an eye out and look for her, even though I didn't. You may get lucky. And it seems like, with the amount of shit they don't give you in this mission, that she should be here. So now, with your wonderful force at hand, you have Godzilla, the UFO, Ghidorah, and Rodan. Yes, it's all yours. All of them. You've got like 3 airplanes and some other miscellaneous shit by now, possibly, but nothing that's very threatening, especially to the UFO and Rodan. And let's not forget that when they talk about surprise attack from the center of the Earth, they are, if you played all the missions so far, talking about Baragan, who drops in right under fucking neath the super airplane facility. So be ready for that. This is a very hair-raising level, because if the monsters all decide to move against you like they did the times that I did play this, you're very likely to lose, because it is some time before you do actually build the plane. It takes a while to get the parts there. You basically have to haul the parts individually there by themselves, without the use of the trailer, because the trailer's so damn far away. It's a difficult situation. And there's just not a lot of stuff to hold back some of these monsters. I had an enormously lucky break, as you'll see later on. Even though I fucked up and accidentally put the radar car there, I did not mean to. One of those mindless moments where I wasn't thinking. That would have been slightly more helpful to get those tanks out because, well, damage magnets. Now you can still use your Super X against the UFO, so just send him up there. Keep your other shit down there defending that airbase against Rodan. This is all a waiting game, a delaying action until you can get the super plane. And thankfully, I actually had 2 lucky breaks. Godzilla didn't move out so soon. Normally, he does. Yes, the reflector still works. So much so that with that triple shot, I actually managed to kill it. That really saved my ass, because that allowed me to focus on Rodan, who cannot be killed by jets, as I'm sure you've seen by now. Being that he was the most immediate threat, I sent the Mazer up to deal with him, hoping that he would stay more on the ground than in the air. My feudal Rodan, or Mothra Surge. Godzilla being extremely generous and not moving against that base like he normally would. See, by this point the trailer's almost irrelevant. It won't get there in time to make a tremendous impact on the building of that super plane. And once you get the Mazer out, you're in better shape. I won't say great shape, but you're in better shape. There's the potential that you'll be able to hold off this enormous threat. Send it to wherever you need it. If Godzilla does actually move against that base, send the Mazer there. If you want to kill Rodan like I did, then send it there.